you ever noticed that lessons will come to you over and over in different ways as long as you are open to experiencing them and seeing them and learning from them? A little while ago, I wrote on my blog about this interesting little thing I saw. I have this hummingbird feeder that hangs outside my window, and I love to watch the hummingbirds come and feed from it. And one day, I hear all this commotion by it, and I look out, and there's this bird that is decidedly not a hummingbird, trying desperately to get food out of the hummingbird feeder. Now, this bird had like a big beak, and basically, it was physiologically impossible for this bird to get food out of the hummingbird feeder. And yet it was trying and it was trying and it was trying. I don't know what it was thinking. But then I wrote in my blog post how basically it was sort of an analogy for sometimes we keep trying to do something and trying to do something and trying to do something and coming up against challenge after resistance after resistance. And I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day about this very thing. Is there are lots of things we're going to try in our life, and often we're going to come across this wall, this piece of resistance that prevents us from actually getting to what we want. And the thing is, there are two paths you can take. You can keep trying and trying and trying until you get it, or you can give up. The problem is that a lot of people will keep trying and trying and trying, or they will give up for the wrong reason. Now, let me explain. Sometimes you come up against resistance because there is a lesson to learn that you just need to get through that challenge and move on. In cases like this, you want to keep trying and trying until you get it. However, sometimes you come up against a wall and a piece of resistance because that's not your path. You're trying to do something that is physiologically or spiritually or emotionally impossible for you to achieve. It would be kind of like, I don't know, someone who's 4'2" deciding to become a world famous basketball player. Now, they could probably play some hoops at home with their kid, whatever, but they're really rare. It's very rare that they're going to make it in the pros. Same thing. It'd be like that bird trying to get food out of a hummingbird feeder when it is not a hummingbird. What the takeaway lesson here is, when you come across a challenge in your life and you're feeling like, oh, this is so hard, I want to give up, ask yourself, is this something that I want to give up on because I really am realizing that this is not my path? Or are you giving up because it's just too hard and you're being lazy or afraid? And sometimes it's a little harder to figure that out, but you really need to understand your motivation for continuing to try and for quitting. Ask yourself, get in touch with your core, with who you are, and understand, are you quitting or are you continuing to try for the right reasons or the wrong reasons? Is this resistance here to teach you something because you need to learn something to move forward, or is it trying to teach you that you're off your path? What is your path? Does your path lead to this thing you want? Or does it lead somewhere else and the universe is trying to tell you, hello, your path's over here, not there. So again, are you that bird trying to get food out of a hummingbird feeder when you're not a hummingbird? Or are you really a hummingbird that just hasn't found the hole in the feeder yet? Find out. And then you'll make the right decision.